So we can start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Associate Professor Leonard Tan, and I'm with the music at the Visual and Performing Arts. And with me, I'm very happy to have two very wonderful colleagues, Associate Professor Charlene Rajendran from the drama team, as well as Assistant Professor Agnieszka from the art team. So we are visual and performing arts within NIE, and that's where we have music, art, and drama. So we have a presentation for you, but maybe before we start, we can kind of have a sense of which area you're in. We can have this more interactive. Feel free to turn on your videos if you like. So we can treat this like a booth, like maybe you're walking in Suntec City and we've done this before, and then you pop by to say hello. Yeah, just so that we know, because yeah, I mean, we have art, music, and drama, so we would like to tailor our presentation according to your domains. So, would you like to tell us where you are from? Any of the participants? So, or would you like to type it in a chat? We have Melissa. Is Melissa in music, art, or drama?
Yep.
Which one? Art, music, or drama?
Art. I'm looking towards art. Yeah.
Oh, looking towards art.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have Jin Hong, music, art, or drama.
Hello, I'm Junhong. Yeah, the
Hey,
music,
I know
yes.
you.
Yes, yes.
Music.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Great, great. And then anyone from drama here, just so that we know whether we should have uh Professor Charlene present as well. Anyone from drama, if you could just unmute and say hello. And then which program are you interested in? Okay, are you interested? Because within this graduate program, we have masters, MA by research, MEd by coursework. We also have higher degree, PhD by research, as well as EDD. Could you let us have a sense of which one you're interested in? Maybe Jun Hong, which one are you interested in?
Actually, I'm interested in the PhD. Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, I'm a master's graduate. Yeah,
Mm.
and I hope to do a little bit of actually PhD in inclusive orchestra. Yes, that's my direction. Yeah.
Okay, great, great. I'll be happy to chat with you more
Okay.
on it. Yeah. How about Melissa? You're in art. Which program are
Uh,
you
I'm
interested in?
looking. I'm looking at the Masters of Education Art, actually.
Ah, okay, that's great. So that will be right up Prof. Agnieszka's alley. Who else do we have? Mr. Chai Jinping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hi, I'm
Hello,
Jean.
Jin.
I'm
Okay.
in the music, yeah.
Music and which program are you interested in?
Uh, Probably the masters.
Masters. Okay, great. Welcome, welcome. Anyone else that I missed? So, Sharon, free, right?
Yes.
Okay, so two masters, two music, one art, so one person. So why not Professor Agnieszka can share with us a little bit about MEd art as well as the research expertise, and then I'll kind of then go on to MEd music and then the PhD in music, and then whoever joins us later, we can also continue the conversation. Okay, so over to you, Prof. Agnieszka.
Okay, great. Let me just, so can people hear me okay?
Nice and clear.
Okay, super.
Great.
And I think we're on the right program, the Master of Education, the MEd in Art. So this is essentially a course that's designed for practitioners, teacher practitioners that are really seeking to just deepen their knowledge and skills in art education. So it covers things like theoretical foundations, but also it's practice-based. So it also entails art making, in addition to theory and methodology, etc. So it's really a dual emphasis on scholarship, but likewise studio practice. So the program is 2 years. Well, it's available for full-time or part-time study. And you can see the candidature durations there. So full-time, it's a maximum of 2 years. On a part-time basis, it's a maximum of 4 years. And essentially, the coursework for this specialization comprises one core course, which is educational inquiry. So this is essentially a research method course that covers both qualitative and quantitative approaches. And in addition to this, you would take 4 required specialization courses within visual arts, which include some of those that you see here. And it's really a mix of art making, but also arts-based, research-based coursework. So for example, research and issues in art education deals with arts-based research methodology, but also current trends in the field, whereas a course like art making and aesthetic inquiry really has students do a lot of studio exploration and visitation of existing artist studios. There's also one open elective, and after that, this specialization or this program splits into 2 separate pathways. So you can choose the dissertation pathway, the thesis pathway, I should say, or the project pathway. So if you choose the thesis pathway, then there's a thesis. If you choose the project pathway, you will take 1 additional open elective course, and NED 902, which is a research proposal writing course. So in this particular course, you would build on what you learned in MED 900, your methods course, and design a robust research study for a setting and an area of interest of your choice. And then, of course, the admission requirements, which you may have already seen on our website, are a good bachelor's degree from a recognized university, a teaching qualification, or in the absence of 1 year of teaching experience, and a valid GRE score. And there's only 1 intake for this particular program, which is in January. So this is the course in a nutshell, and I'm happy to take questions on that. But I think what I'll do is just skip to our faculty specializations so that if you were to be interested in the dissertation pathway, you can think about who you might be interested in having supervise your research. So this is our current staff profile within visual arts. So it includes myself, Professor Lingrang Zhang, and also Professor Adrian Tan. And we have a number of different specializations that tend to somehow overlap in a number of different areas, but really we cover different aspects of art education and museum education, so art museum education, as well as expertise in things like art history and also archival and curatorial studies. So I won't read off all of our research interests because, of course, they're varied within those broad categories. But I think maybe I'll stop here and we can take questions either later or at this juncture, whatever works best.
Okay, thank you, Professor Agnieszka. Are there any questions from anyone? If not, I'm happy to quickly talk through the MAT music. If Professor Agnieszka could help scroll to the page for music. Actually, whatever Professor Agnieszka presented for MAT art, pretty much applies to music. It's the same program, except that it is music specialization. So there's 1 core course, 4 specialization courses, and 1 open elective. So there is the MAT 900 educational inquiry, as well as the 4 specialization courses right there. Okay, so as I understand, we have two persons here today who are interested in the MAT program. So before moving to the PhD, maybe we could just take any questions from the 2 who are interested in the MAT. And for those of you who have just joined us, We are from the Visual and Performing Arts at NIE. We have just presented information on the Master of Education program. Any questions from those who are interested in the master's program?
Sorry, may I check what is a dissertation or two additional courses? One open elective course and what does that mean? Because it's on top of the required specialization courses, is it?
Yeah, that's right. So you either do a dissertation, which is around 12,000 words, thereabout. I'll need to check the latest guide, but it's just about there. Or so either you do that with a supervisor or you take two courses. So if you do the dissertation, you don't do the two courses. If you do the two courses, you don't do the dissertation. So if you do the two courses, it will be one open elective and another course called integrative project. Yeah, so it's either or. But in order to qualify for dissertation, typically you will need to have achieved a certain CGPA by that time. Yeah. So hope that answers your question, Jean.
Yes. Do we need to find our own supervisors then?
By that time, you have to make that decision. You would have attended courses with the professors here. So then, typically, at that time, then you will know them. So it's quite an organic process. Then you would probably approach perhaps a supervisor that you can work with. Yeah. So by that time, you will know them already. So this is quite unlike the research program where you have to identify a supervisor even before you come in. Yeah.
Okay, so the open courses means like required specialized courses, the 4 MUE, then it's on top of that is one elective and then one MED. So it's like 5 modules.
So you have the 4 plus educational inquiry, right? So that's 5. Then you have open elective and then the integrative project. Yeah. So it adds up.
Adds up.
Yeah. So all of them.
It adds up to eight courses.
8 courses.
Yes. 1 core course, 4 required specializations, 2 open electives, and 1 integrative project. So total 8.
2 open elective.
Yes.
Not 1. Because it's stated 1 here.
Yes.
But if you don't do the dissertation, it's one elective and the integrative. That's how you end up with 2 open.
Yes.
Okay, and it must be, if it's full time, then it's like 1 year to 2 years lah.
Yeah.
Okay. And part-time means like nighttime classes, is it like 6
Actually,
PM?
whether you're full-time or part-time, most of our classes are in the evenings, typically 6:30, 5:30, 6:30. Yeah.
Are they like face-to-face or online?
There may be hybrids, but primarily the default is face-to-face.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Others? Anything to add, Prof. Agnieszka?
I think that definitely captures it for NED.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. If there are no questions for Master of Education, I can briefly talk through the PhD program. So the PhD, well, this is for the doctorate in education, which is slightly different from a PhD. But the PhD program is really quite simpler in structure, in the sense that it is a higher degree by research. So the focus is not so much on the coursework. And so you identify a potential supervisor first, reach out to the supervisor, and then kind of like have some agreement that the supervisor is willing to supervise you if you're admitted. Then there will be an interview process. And once you get in, you will discuss with the supervisor which course to take. Typically, it will be 4 courses. And after completing the 4 courses, you do a confirmation seminar, and then you proceed to write the PhD thesis. And all of these have to be completed within 5 years. So we